interesting point here is that what I observed is it also a lot depends on what are the brand values. For example, what does that brand stand for? What are their values and how do they empower, let's say, uh, the employee or who's interacting with the customers to take decisions at runtime? Because especially in case of customer experience, you only have a small window to fix things, right? And I was reading through interesting examples like Traders Joe. Now, as per their policy, the staff can help the customers probably spend 15-20 minutes looking for a particular product or giving you information, even if that product is just $5, but they'll go ahead and do that. If the staff feels that the customer is having a bad day, that staff is enabled to gift a bouquet of flowers to the customers to make sure that they're having a nice experience. And likewise, Ritz Carlton, I was reading that every employee uh, is empowered to spend up to $2,000 on a customer if they feel they've had a bad experience to recover from that bad experience. These are some of the great examples where, and even Taj for that matter. I've been a great brand ambassador for Taj hotels. I think post pandemic we've been to pretty much. About 8 to 10 Taj properties. And I was talking to one of the restaurant managers, and while I was talking, it was an interesting perspective he gave because I personally feel that their experience is great. I've had and how they deliver it and how I feel when I'm in a Taj property. And he said, we are told that when you are talking to the customer, and let's say you've taken a request and come back, you are representing the customer. You're not representing the brand. When you come back to the kitchen, you are representative of the customer, and you'll try to find out if that whatever the customer is asking for, if that's possible or not, what can be done. Then go back and give those answers or give that service or product. And that was a great perspective. Because you talked about effectiveness, efficiency. So I think that has to go a lot with brand values as well.
No, absolutely right, and it's interesting that you talk about Taj. Let me take that as an example, as like for myself, in terms of the third element on satisfaction, or what I would call it emotional benefit that Taj as a brand has offered me. The greatest example for that is Taj is probably one of the few hotels which allow pets. And I am a dog lover, and I do have a 2.5-year-old golden retriever. And I would like to take him to any place I go on vacation with. So, like, similar to yourself, like, I'm also a great ambassador of Taj, just for the reason that, like, they allow my pet to be part of, like, along with me during my vacation. So that is like, it's nothing to do with the great rooms or the great property location that they offer, or the great price that they offer. But it is the emotional benefit that they offer me as a customer. So, like, that's a great example. Which
and
I
that
can
clearly
think of.
Translates to brand loyalty.
Exactly.
Now that we are talking about it as well, that we've become brand ambassadors for
exactly. Of course, we moved from the retail to the different industry.